Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kirsty, and today I wanted to talk with you guys about how we switched Ezra from formula to whole milk and what we kind of did to ease the transition. So I really just hope that this helps you if you're wondering how you can transition from formula to whole milk, because I know that I had no clue. So I really hope that this can help someone out. And don't forget to like this video if it's something that you enjoyed, and subscribe for future videos. Okay, so I have my calendar here so that I can get the dates exactly right. So in February, we decided to switch Ezra, or start the process, since he was 11 months old, to the transition of whole milk. So on February 9th, he turned 11 months. That was on a Friday, so I decided to wait until that Monday to even start the milk thing, to even start putting in milk, because honestly, that was the only way I was gonna remember week by week, because, you know, week starts on a Monday for me. So it was easier for me to remember, you know, to input more milk. So like I said, Ezra turned 11 months on February 9th, and that following Monday on the 12th, I did 2 ounces of whole milk and then 6 ounces of formula. So that's how we started it. That whole week, I only did 2 ounces of whole milk. And the idea was to slowly transition him and not upset his stomach, because Ezra, anytime I switched his formula, anytime I did anything different with his milk, he would get really constipated. So this was like my way of easing him into it. I think a lot of people did it this way because it makes the most sense, and I think a lot of people want to transition slowly to whole milk. But like I said, so the first week we did 2 ounces of whole milk, 6 ounces of formula. And that seemed to have went great. He didn't notice anything. We were going through an ear infection, so he did pull back on the milk drinking, but I don't think it had anything to do with the whole milk, since it was only 2 ounces. But then after that, the next week, that was the 19th, we did 4 ounces of whole milk and then 4 ounces of formula. So that was a 50-50 ratio. I was a little bit nervous at first, but he seemed to go pretty good with it. We did this one for 2 weeks. And I think it was just because I was nervous, because we were getting to the point where it was a lot more milk versus formula. Even though they were the same amount, it just seemed a lot to me. But he did great with it. We did it for 2 weeks. And we also did it for 2 weeks because I had more formula than I thought that I would need, and I didn't want it to go to waste. So we just kind of like prolonged the half and half ratio for 2 weeks. So then that brought us to the first week in March, so the 5th. That week we did 6 ounces of whole milk and then 2 ounces of formula. And like all the others, that seemed to go great. He hasn't noticed anything. And then that weekend he turned 1. So when he turned 1 that Monday, we were officially on 100% whole milk. And ever since then, he's done completely fine. He hasn't noticed that we switched. And honestly, it's so much easier just to go into the fridge, pour a bottle of milk, instead of doing the ratios or even just formula, mixing all of it together. This is so much easier. I am so glad that we are officially on whole milk. It definitely makes my life easier, and I think Ezra's too, because if we go out, there's more access to whole milk obviously than formula. So there is that. I do like the ease of it and the conveniency of it. And I'm just really glad to be off formula, because if you do formula, you know how expensive it is. And I didn't breastfeed. I just did like the first 3 months. So since we've been doing formula for that long, I was definitely ready to switch to whole milk. For whole milk, we chose the brand Fairlife. It's just the red bottle, and the red and white bottle, I think. They also make chocolate milk, and I think there's a blue and white one that's low fat milk. But anyway, we used the red and white one, the whole milk, for Fairlife, and he seems to really like it. I think it tastes great, and I personally don't really like milk, but I think it's pretty good, and we will probably continue to use that same brand. Since there's no problems, I don't see the point in switching. I've heard really great things about it, so that's why we chose that brand. I mean, honestly, I don't know if there's any difference between that whole milk and another brand of whole milk. We just chose that whole milk, but it does taste really great, like I said. Anyway, so if you have any questions that maybe I missed, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, and I will definitely answer them. I really hope this helps you out, you know, if you're at that point where you're transitioning from formula or anything else to whole milk. This seemed to have gone great with us. I mean, it did take a month, but I think that the transition was seamless, and I couldn't be more excited with how it went. But anyway, I know this video is quick, but like I said, if you have any questions, please ask me and I will get back to you. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.